Well, welcome everyone. We've got a beautiful day outside, and we are now at 99.7 hours on our Kawasaki Mule. And I thought I would share some information for those of you who have been along with the channel. You've seen me work this machine. Oh yeah. Wow. You've seen us play in this machine. But there's a couple things that I would like to share maybe with the new viewers. And if you guys are new to the channel, like and subscribe for us. And I really hope this information helps you. There's a lot of comments on our channel about not really realizing how large this machine is. Right now they're actually hard to get your hands on because they're big in demand. I mean, there's a lot of people that's got these machines or are wanting one of them. So you may have to wait in line in order to actually receive one. So if you don't get a chance to look at one, I'm going to go over the size of this machine and some of the different features that I think has just been perfect for my use and my application here. I hope you enjoy the video. I want to thank you for watching. Let's get started. 100 hours. I don't know where it's went. We've been busy. All right. Let me check here. Yes. We are 99.5 hours on the machine exactly, and this is our control center. So we do have our differential lock. Now this is a rear axle differential lock only. The front axle is four-wheel drive, limited slip. Okay. We do have halogen headlights and LED headlights. Really nice set of lights on it. This is our control center over here as far as your fuel gauge, your speedometer, hours, and it even has a clock on it. And that's actually handy when you get out riding. You may not want to get your phone out in the mud and different things like that. It also has two 12-volt ports in the front for plugging up various devices. This is our transmission, so we have reverse, neutral, high, and low. Parking brake over here, it is a manual parking brake. Now the parking brake does have a safety feature on it. If it is engaged and you start to pull away, the machine will start stuttering, and that lets you know that you have the parking brake still engaged. Okay? So in other words, you can't idle it up real fast until you release the brake. And it is the same way with the seat belts. You have to have the seat belt either plugged into itself like I normally run it unless I'm going to ride fast, and you try to get above, I think it's 10 miles an hour, this thing will actually start stalling the engine until you put the seat belt on. Okay? So again, that's just the ergonomics of the machine is great. This is our winch. So down would be in, and then up would be out. We do have a remote control switch inside the cab here, right behind the steering wheel, and the remote cable came along with the unit. Now when you purchase one of these machines, you get the top and the machine itself. You don't get any of the mirrors, you don't get the windshield, different things like that. So if you're thinking about purchasing one of these, start looking at the windshield choice for you, as well as some mirrors. Mirrors, I have trees that are so close here, I prefer to keep my mirrors inside the cab with me. However, you guys, whatever you choose for your accessories. It's one really nice thing about the Mule. It has been on the market long enough that there are a ton of accessories available to you out there. I mean, you can lift these things up, you can put different size tires on them, all kinds of different accessories. You can put heat in them, as well as full cabs, etc. Okay, so I'll leave the accessories up to you. I chose the flip up windshield that allows air in when it gets hot like it is now, and then you just simply, if you don't need the airflow, you can tilt this thing down, and it does keep the dust and things like that from coming into the cab with you. Okay, so this covers the basic electronics of it. Now here in the back seat where you guys are sitting, there is 2 more 12-volt outlets. The passenger side of the vehicle, this is where we'd put fuel in, and this is also where our battery and how you check the oil is all inside this box. Just simply release the 2 latches and the side cover comes off, and that gives you access to all of that. And it is also, you can take this lever down, and there's a lever on the opposite side that allows the seat to fold forward. We go ahead and do that. Okay, so now we can roll our bench seat forward, and that gives us access to either dumping the bed or the full engine compartment in here. This is where you would put oil in if you needed to add oil to the machine, as well as the entire engine compartment. Okay, now by having this bed released like this too, it also makes it capable of extending the bed just by lifting these 2 arms here. That's what locks the bed into place. This thing transforms really easy. You can slide this forward, and that gives us access to the entire length of the bed now. And then once you get it fully extended, let's see, catching on something here. There we go. Once we get it fully extended, you can lock it into place. Just by simply putting the arms down again. Really convenient, real easy to do. But you take these 2 little bungees loose on either side of the cab here. And that's what allows your sunroof to fold up. And this thing will fold all the way up and lay over. That gives you access back here for your passengers or to dump the bed when it's fully extended. It's absolutely set for anything you want to haul, short trips or on the farm. The bed of the Mule is metal lined. Go ahead and fold this guy back up. So that's not plastic back here. This is actually a metal bed. We'll talk more about that here in just a minute. But now if you want to go back to having your rear seat available for passengers, there's just 2 hinges back here in the back. And fold this guy right up. Lock it back into place. And whether you choose to leave your sunroof open or not, it's up to you, but it is available to you. Go ahead and lock this guy down. And the fact that they thought far enough ahead for you that you can leave your bed fully extended and still be able to dump it was a good idea. Okay, lock your latches down, and now you're set right back into passenger mode. Perfect. Now another really nice feature about this machine is the fact that it does have the nice hard plastic doors that's covering your legs and things like that up. when we're trail riding, I mean, if there's bushes and branches and things hanging out, I don't want it to be able to get into my passengers or my grandchildren when they're riding with me. So I like the doors on the Mule. That does a great job. Now we can talk the size of the machine. And I'll tell you, you can see that sitting next to that pickup truck, the Mule is holding its own. Even the overall cab height of the Mule there is considerably taller than the pickup truck. So again, if you've got a garage you're sliding this thing into, check your door measurements. You need a minimum 80 inches to be safe so you can get this thing in and out of your garage. Okay? And it's a wide machine as well. It's almost as wide as the pickup truck. And as you can see there's very little of that pickup truck stuck out to the opposite side of the Mule. That'll give you a perspective on how big this machine actually is. Now Kawasaki does have a skid plate underneath here. It is a durable plastic, much like what's made up here on top. There is a lot of companies online that offer any accessory you want, so you can shield this thing underneath if you're going to be climbing over a bunch of rocks and things. Trailering it, you can figure on 2,000 pounds onto a trailer by the time you've got fuel in it and whatever you may have in the back of the vehicle. So if you're purchasing a trailer to tow this thing on, you need a minimum of 2,000 pounds towing capacity, and it probably wouldn't hurt to be north of that. It definitely looks nice sitting on the back of the trailer, guys. She's ready to roll. The length of this machine is 135.6 inches long. The width is 79.53 inches wide. The wheelbase is 92.32 inches in length. We have a weight of 1,883 pounds for this particular one, so just under 1,900 pounds is what the total vehicle weighs. This does have the 4-stroke, 3-cylinder engine. It is 812 cc's. 10 inches of ground clearance. Electronic power steering. The power steering back here when you're in 4-wheel drive. Navigating around all the trees that I have here on my location, this thing does well. Now on the back of the machine, we do have a 2-inch receiver for various hitches that you may need, as well as it has quick latches on the gate, and these things have worked out fantastically. You don't have to mess with anything, and then when you're ready to close it up, they stay in place and right back in business. Well, we've got 100 hours on it now, and I'll tell you what, this machine has earned its money. Covering from riding with the grandkids, and they can get in here, we can put a seatbelt on them, and absolutely, know that they're safe inside this vehicle. Have to reach across there and get you fastened up. Let me see if I can see it. All right, arms up. Now, you want to put that arm underneath there like that? Are we set? Yes. Are we safe?
Yes.
Okay, we ready to roll?
Yes.
All right.
The camera for the video.
We will. They can slide across the bench seat in and out as they're riding along, and they can have fun. So it's safe for them, and that is truly the reason we chose this machine, is the availability for our grandchildren to ride along with us. Okay? I hope this information is valuable to you in some way. If you're thinking about purchasing one of these, the size reference that we have given with the pickup truck, I'm telling you, this thing does command a decent space inside your garage, okay? And door clearance as well. And if you need more information than we have provided, again, view across the channel. We have probably 150 videos made with this machine doing various projects, all right? Thanks. I'll see you on the next one. You guys be careful, and I hope you find what you're looking for.